Imagine standing on the deck of a massive aircraft carrier in the middle of the ocean. The wind is roaring, the deck is vibrating, and a fighter jet is screaming at full power. Suddenly, in just a few seconds, that jet is hurled forward, going from zero to takeoff speed in the blink of an eye. But instead of steam blasting from below the deck, there's something far more advanced at work. This is the story of China's electromagnetic catapult system, one of the most cutting-edge technologies aboard its newest supercarrier, the Fujian. The system has been installed on Fujian, Beijing's third and most advanced aircraft carrier, to launch and stop fighter jets in seconds. China recently showcased the impressive capabilities of its electromagnetic catapult system on an aircraft carrier. Today, we're diving deep into how it works, why it matters, and how it changes the balance of naval power in the modern world. To understand how big this leap is, we need to go back a bit. For decades, aircraft carriers used steam-powered catapults to launch fighter jets. The most famous example is the U.S. Navy's Nimitz-class carriers, like the USS Nimitz. These ships rely on high-pressure steam to push a shuttle down a track, launching aircraft into the sky. Steam catapults work, but they are bulky, maintenance-heavy, and less efficient for newer, lighter aircraft like drones. China's first carrier, the Liaoning, didn't even use catapults. Instead, it used a ski jump ramp. Jets would roar down the deck and launch upward off a curved ramp. It works, but limits aircraft weight and payload. Then came China's third carrier, the Fujian. And everything changed. The only other navy known to operate MLs before China is the United States, on its Gerald R. Ford-class carrier. With the Fujian, China became the second country in the world to field this advanced technology at sea. What is an electromagnetic catapult? How it works? Think of it like a high-tech railgun laid flat on the deck of a carrier. Electrical energy is stored in massive onboard power systems. When a jet is ready for launch, energy is released into a linear motor. Magnetic fields rapidly push a launch shuttle forward. The aircraft, attached to that shuttle, accelerates from 0 to around 150 to 180 miles per hour in just a few seconds. At the end of the track, the jet lifts off into the sky. Unlike steam systems, MLs allows much finer control of acceleration. That means less stress on the aircraft, smoother launches, ability to launch heavier or lighter aircraft more efficiently. This flexibility is crucial for modern warfare. Why it's a big deal for China? The Fujian isn't just another carrier, it represents a technological leap. Earlier Chinese carriers relied on ski jump systems, which limit aircraft fuel and weapons load. With MLs, China can now launch heavier fighter jets, early warning aircraft, electronic warfare aircraft, potentially carrier-based drones. That dramatically increases operational range and power projection. One aircraft expected to operate from the Fujian is the Shenyang J-35, a next-generation stealth fighter designed for carrier operations. With MLs, jets like the J-35 can take off with full fuel and heavier weapon loads, something ski jump carriers struggle to support. Launching aircraft is only half the battle. Stopping them is just as dramatic. When a fighter jet returns to the carrier, it approaches at high speed and deliberately slams onto the deck. A tailhook grabs one of several steel cables stretched across the landing area. These cables are connected to arresting gear systems below deck, which absorb the massive kinetic energy and bring the aircraft to a stop in just a few seconds. While China has not publicly detailed whether Fujian uses a fully electromagnetic arresting system like the advanced arresting gear on the USS Gerald R. Ford, it is believed to incorporate highly modernized arresting technology to complement its electromagnetic launch capability. Together, launch and recovery systems form the heart of carrier operations. Electromagnetic systems require enormous amounts of electricity. Unlike nuclear-powered U.S. supercarriers, Fujian is conventionally powered. That means it relies on advanced integrated electric propulsion and large onboard generators to produce enough power for MLs. This alone represents a major engineering achievement. Generating, storing, and releasing that much power in a controlled way on a moving ship in rough seas is incredibly complex. But mastering that technology signals something important: China is rapidly closing the gap in high-end naval engineering. Why does this matter globally? Aircraft carriers are symbols of power projection. They allow a nation to conduct air operations far from home shores, enforce maritime claims, support military operations without relying on foreign bases, respond quickly to regional crises. With the Fujian, China moves closer to operating a true blue water navy capable of sustained global operations. This has major implications for the Indo-Pacific region, especially in areas like the South China Sea and around Taiwan. The addition of MALs increases sortie rates, aircraft capability, and overall combat flexibility. In simple terms, it makes China's newest carrier far more capable than its predecessors. How does it compare to the US? The United States still operates the world's most experienced carrier fleet, including the Ford-class and Nimitz-class carriers. The USS Gerald R. Ford introduced MALs years earlier, but its development was not without problems. Early reliability issues required extensive testing and refinement. China likely studied those challenges closely before deploying its own version. While it remains to be seen how Fujian performs in long-term operational conditions, the mere fact that it is equipped with MALs shows China's ambition to compete at the highest technological level. Electromagnetic catapults aren't just about today's fighter jets. They are about the future. As naval aviation shifts toward unmanned combat aerial vehicles, heavier surveillance aircraft, more fuel-efficient operations, and rapid sortie generation, MALs becomes increasingly important. Traditional steam systems are powerful, but less adaptable. Electromagnetic systems represent the next evolution in carrier launch technology. And China is now part of that elite club. The electromagnetic catapult aboard the Fujian isn't just a piece of machinery. It's a statement. It signals that China is moving beyond modified Soviet-era designs and into the realm of cutting-edge naval innovation. From the ski jump deck of the Liaoning to the high-tech electromagnetic launch rails of the Fujian, the transformation has been rapid and strategic. Whether this new system proves as reliable and battle-ready as its American counterpart remains to be seen. But one thing is certain: the age of electromagnetic carrier warfare has begun and China is now firmly in the race. If you enjoyed this deep dive into modern naval technology, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more military and defense analysis. See you in the next video.